Welcome back to Seek Stan. Welcome back to Seek His Strength, another reaction video. Today we're reaction to Misha Koklyaev, aka Misha, aka, without a doubt, undeniably, can't argue, one of the strongest human beings to ever live. Certainly the most well-rounded, strong person ever to be strong.
Big strong man.
And we have smatterings of his plethora of impressive feats of performance.
He is just ridiculous, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's absolutely, it's insanity.
Yeah, it's very hard to appreciate. So none of his numbers individual are best of all time, but there has been nobody else that I can think of that has come close to how well-rounded he is in terms of weightlifting, strength training, powerlifting stuff, and strongman. So today we're just looking at his weightlifting and his power lifts, or his big gym lifts.
I think the other thing to note as well is like he's never not in pretty okay shape.
Yeah, he's never
other super heavies like don't look like he looks.
So this is his best weightlifting competition performance. So this is Russian nationals in 2005, a particularly great nationals. I think this would have been Klokov's like best, or maybe it was that like 2007 maybe. A lot of people will recognize the kind of stage and the grainy footage. And you forget the iPhone only came out like 4 or 5 years later than this. You know, come a long way in terms of footage.
Yeah.
So this is a 200-250 performance. I
actually like his technique as well in the snatch.
Yeah.
It is like for a fella whose arms are 3/4 the length of his total height.
His technique is very reminiscent of the period from when it went from not being allowed to touch the barbell off your thighs in weightlifting to a period when you could touch it off, and everyone was really gentle with their brushing because the evolution took a while, and that's what his technique reminds me of, especially these 200s. Super fast lifter, very fast under the barbell. It'd be interesting to see what his lifts would have been if he'd been in a different country and what his technique might have developed.
Yes.
But other Russians were lifting with the more modern style. Misha's notorious jokester.
Is he?
Yeah, a bit of a
funny man.
A funny guy around town.
A gas man.
A funny fucker. So we've opened with 235, I believe. So everything looks the exact same difficulty.
Yeah.
It's very hard to judge.
You don't know who the woman is in the background, Garf? Top left?
I can't see it's like doing now. That looks like Madonna, not Madonna. It looks like someone famous. Okay, 245, I believe. The Russians are devils for a small 5, 10 and 15 kilo plates. Little problem with the rack position, but his arms are so big and strong and manly, I suppose. It's tough. So jerks are phenomenal. Yeah. Super fast.
That's what happens when you have a gigantic strict press.
But he's got like orangutan level arms, you know. So he's getting the crowd riled up, letting people know. 250 kilo clean and jerk. I'd wonder, he didn't compete much on the international stage, or if at all, from what I can remember. The funniest thing about Misha being a jokester was David Riggert wanted him to report for drug testing for the 2008 Olympic team. This is back in the heyday in Russia now, and Misha they wouldn't show up, so they had to ban him from the national team. And Misha said after and was like, "How can I be expected to train without mega vitamins?" So there you go.
So did he actually never compete internationally?
No. Sure, why was he going to train without drugs, Dara?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, boy. Here's a 200 kilo hang snatch. He fools you at the start thinking he's going to snatch it.
Yeah.
And he picks it up and then he's straight back for the hang.
even that stiff-legged 200 kilo snatch grip deadlift is insane.
Well, it'd want to be if he hang snatching it like that.
Yeah.
See, I wonder what his lifting would have been if he'd really pushed it, you know, because he went through periods of big breaks and coming back, and then, you know, he obviously lifted a long time for the teenager, and he was lifting with Klokov and similar, you know, when he was younger.
Yes.
But I wonder if he'd really given a career of weightlifting, what numbers would he have finished up with, and if he'd been competing with someone like Lasher, you know.
Yeah. What could the ceiling have been?
Here's a go heavier, go home 160 kilo close grip muscle snatch, which is very impressive.
Insanely impressive. I'd just love to know why.
Why not? If you could do 160, would you not do it every day you went into the gym?
That is just insane.
It's definitely Soviet exercise number 4B.
Yeah.
Macro block number 2.
You're in block 11B.
Yeah. Here's 170 though, as if you thought 160 is impressive. It wasn't, because 170 is more impressive. Yeah, he's in block 11B, exercise 4B for 3 weeks. You load close grip muscle snatch to an appropriate percentage. My
Oh
gosh.
my God.
I love the gym as well. I bet that's toasty. Look how
He
sweaty he
is
is.
so jacked.
So here's the most famous jerk of all time, and the most famous seminar of all time in Glasgow. I don't know what gym this was. Might have been university. Although, does Glasgow have university? I don't think it does.
I don't know.
270 kilos in a polo shirt. Whoppa!
Oh my God.
It's so easy.
Oh my God.
He could have done 280.
Yeah.
Look how happy he is.
Yeah.
Big vertical jump. I love from the rack as well. From the rack.
No, he didn't need blocks.
Just blocks of macro training. So here's a push press for a triple. Oh wait, no, we took that out because it was a 220 push press.
Hey.
Sorry, 220 kilos. Pristine Adidas shoes. So I'm now a proud owner of those pristine shoes. You know that?
I'm aware, Gareth.
No, they're different ones. They're the Adistars.
You're a proud owner of two.
I am actually. Very rare Adidas shoes. Yeah, very proud owner. Do I use them? No. 220 kilo push press from scaffolding.
Oh,
Trestles.
stop it.
Trestle sense. 220. I wouldn't give it to him. There was much of a lockout there.
Stop it.
So here's another. I'd never seen this video of this 270 jerk before. It seems to be in actual good quality and not on someone's camcorder.
Do you know when this seminar was?
Jeez, these videos are
he's
like
so happy.
These videos are like 15 years old. So I don't know when they were actually up on
okay.
YouTube. So this was I'd say this would have been, I think people have fond memories. I can't imagine if you went to this you don't have fond memories of this.
Jeez, this is surely a formative experience for a few weightlifters.
Yeah, or a crushing experience.
Yeah.
270.
Oh, yes.
Back heel glued to the ground.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter.
He's so tall.
Doesn't matter.
He's actually so tall he can get away with it. It makes no difference. Okay, so here is just what it has to be called a casual 240 clean.
I watched this video earlier, just this clean, and it was... I'm just blown away by it. It doesn't even look real.
That's some... the loading of this is like very disrespectful to a 240.
Yeah.
Like no one loads 240 like this unless it's just a routine clean you're doing. You're like, oh, I have to work up an extra like 6B today to do a heavy clean. Yeah.
Yeah, just insane.
It certainly isn't the standing up as the problem. No, he is in really good shape actually.
No, he's in insane shape. He is somebody who's taken so much gear he no longer has a neck.
I'll tell you who's taken this much gear is 240 kilo snatch balance.
Oh my God.
Which is also massively easy as well.
And the most 90s tracksuit pants you've ever seen in your entire life.
And potato footage.
Yeah.
Imagine if he could do like 260 or something there. So this had to go in as well. It was a 242.5 behind the neck triple with San. I don't know who or what San is. I don't know if it's an experimental Russian drug. I don't know if it's his friend in the background. Nobody knows what San is.
No.
But all we know is it helps you jerk 240, 2.5 for 3. Back heel glued to the ground. I can't get over that.
Maybe it's his barbell's name.
The oldest old school plates you can manage.
Oh my God. The thing with that behind the neck jerk as well, when those weights are that heavy, the amount of whip in that barbell's crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you saw it on 270 earlier, it's just like...
So here's 312.5 kilos weight, $4,000 worth of shoes in one video, I would imagine. 312 for 9 reps.
Look, not to call anyone out, but the lad on the left is not going to spot his half of 312 kilos.
Yeah. But how are you spotting anyone at 12.5? Why do weightlifters don't even need to be spotted? Let them drop. Let it drop, bro.
Yeah. The most Russian t-shirt in the world on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Very, very Russian.
Lots of bicep and tricep overhang.
Yeah.
Plunging neckline. I think they'd call that a pump warmer today. I wouldn't call that, but that's what the kids would call it.
Pump cover.
Yeah, a pump cover, not a pump warmer. Pump cover, my God. How'd you know that?
The internet.
312.5 for 9 reps. 687.5 pounds to be exact.
Absolutely insane.
Not a bother. Go on. Couldn't make the 10.
Oh, they spotted him.
Couldn't make the 10. I think he just stood that up himself, really. So here's another thing. Misha's famous for squatting without arms. 275.
This would be somebody's life's work squatting that weight.
Some people would never even get there with their life's work.
No.
Now, I think this is the heaviest front squat on video that's actually a front squat, not a powerlifting style. 312. And I was only saying to Dario, I think we found a new ratio because his 9 rep max is 312.5 and his 1RM front squat is 312.5. Now my 9 rep max is 240 and my 1RM front squat is 240. So I'm just saying there's definitely some kind of levels of efficiency there that you should strive for. And, you know, Misha, you know, big guy Misha.
I don't think you should read into that too much.
340 kilo back squat. High as a high bar can get.
Yeah.
As wide as a wide grip can get.
I'm just entirely blown away by.
Yeah. Do you want to say something more productive, or you just want to say you're blown away?
There's just nothing. What can you say about this, Garth?
Well, he's going for a triple. That's what you can say about this.
Ollie squat, 340 kilos.
Now, we don't know who Oliver is, but we know he's squatting. So, Misha, of course, he competed regularly in powerlifting. 415 here, double overhand, conventional. I like to think Misha would never have done sumo deadlift.
No.
I like to think he just wouldn't have entertained it.
Geez, his chest, from front to back there, his chest is absolutely massive. Like,
that's quite the distance.
That's 70 centimeters of depth.
Now, this is the biggest comp deadlift that we've seen from, I think, which is 417.5 powerlifting comp deadlift. He might have done more in strongman style stuff. There's some length of hamstring there to be deadlifting too, like.
And tiny little waist on him as well.
Oh, he'd no fatty.
No.
So again, from the famous seminar in Glasgow, 400 for 3. Andrew Johnson will never hit a video with 666,000 views ever again. So maybe it's around 2010 if it's 12 years ago. So, unos 12.
So controlled as well.
Like, did he do this before jerking the most weight, or did he do this?
You would have to assume afterwards.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
You don't put the shoes back on. Like,
imagine what the food he ate in some chipper in Glasgow that evening.
A load of battered Mars bars.
I still haven't had a battered Mars bar.
They're very good. Battered Mars bar with some ice cream.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed one of the strongest people ever.
I genuinely think we'll be hard stuck to find anything that will ever rival that.
Yep.
If you think you do know something that would come close to rivaling Koklyev's lifts, please.
You really said Koklyaev there, Jesus.
Please comment down below. I'd be unbelievably impressed if somebody gets close to finding someone as strong as that.
So Lasha obviously is as strong as that. Lasha could surely hit those numbers. Obviously the lifting numbers he has. But other than Lasha, I don't know anyone else who's...
In a broad sense.
Yeah, who else is as well rounded
Yeah.
as Misha. You know, there's just no other super heavy I can think of who could do those numbers regularly, do that 270 jerk, then go to a powerlifting comp and do 412, then go in or do incredibly well in World's Strongest Man. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.